Hey guys, I'm Josh from Beauty for Ashes, and we
I'm,
have
I'm Braden, their intern, and cameraman and media guy.
we kind of jack of all trades,
Yep,
kind of
so are
thing.
you.
Well, depending,
Yeah.
but that's a conversation for another day. Anyway, so guys, we wanted to come in on here and talk about our latest song that is out currently, not our latest, but our latest one that's out. Letting go and kind of the story behind it, so you guys kind of understand the heart behind why this song was written and kind of how it came about. And yeah, so I'm gonna let Braden kind of take it from here. And
Well, let's first go with the backstory of the song. Why did you write it?
well, there's a lot of things in life that a lot of people hold on to, and some things that you really don't need to hold on to. And the Lord kind of thrust it on our hearts. And I wasn't the only one that wrote this. My sister wrote it with me. Um, and we were just kind of going through is like doing a self evaluation. Really, what are we holding on to that we really have no business holding on to, whether it be hurt, regret, whatever the case may be,
Revenge.
revenge. All of those things. Like that's a good point. Anger towards somebody. What are we holding on to that is holding us in the place that we are in life, um, that we need to let go of? And so that's kind of where the idea of the song came from. Is we were looking at ourselves and we're like, well, I need to let go of this. I need to let go of this. Why am I letting what happened to me define who I am now? you know so that was kind of the idea behind the song. We wanted to put something out that really kind of help people look at what they're holding on to and show them that it's okay to let that go. It's okay to give it to God and be like, hey, I'm not going to let this define me anymore. That makes sense?
Mm. And I've listened to that song multiple times.
Yeah, it's also one of those songs that kind of throws you for a little bit of a loop musically, because we like to surprise people a little bit. We put something in there, that started as a joke, and it actually ended up fitting perfectly um, toward the breakdown, which was really cool.
Oh, yeah, the piano.
Well, the piano was one part, and then if you guys haven't heard the song, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just go listen to the song, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I get it. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Um, what was the hardest hitting lyric that you had put in there?
I think for me, it's where it says, letting go of all the things I used to know, not holding back. I'll never give in. Won't live in the past all over again. Because a lot of times when we hold on to those things, we're living in the past and we're letting that define our actions. When what does the Lord say about that? Is like, hey, the past is dead. What you need to focus on is what's in front of you and what's coming. You can't drive a car through the rear view mirror. I mean, you could, but it's not going to go well for
Especially if you're going forward.
you. Absolutely. And that's the way you need to be going, is forward. Because if you're going backwards, that's a whole nother issue.
And I know some people, and I've done it personally, I've lived in the past.
Oh, sure. It's really easy sometimes to get stuck in the past. Like, oh well, I am this way because this happened to me. When are we going to stop making who we are and how we act and our identity be about what happened to us versus where I am now? What happened to you? Yes, it happened to you. I'm not discounting that, but it doesn't define who you are. Right?
I'm gonna take a second. That hit hard right there.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
how did it feel making the song?
That it was a time of self-reflection, and this is one of those songs that didn't just come in like 5 or 10 minutes, and some songs do and some songs don't. You take your time sometimes, and then sometimes it's like, hey, I really need to kind of hone in on the message of this song. And me and my sister, we really honed in on what God was saying to us, and we put that in song form. So
What is your hope for when people listen to it? What do you hope they take out of it?
again, don't let what happened to you define you. A lot of times when we let things go, um, it is a freeing thing for us, because a lot of times what we're holding on to, whether it be offense, hurt, things like that, it's not making the other person miserable, but it's making us miserable, and it's holding us back from moving into what God has for us.
And letting go is probably the hardest part as well.
Letting go is the hardest part. It's saying, God, I can't deal with this anymore. I give it to you. I put it in your hands, and I trust you with it.
Mhm.
You know, and a lot of times, especially, a lot of us struggle with control issue where we want to stay in control all the time and this and that. But I can tell you that the biggest freedom sometimes is just letting it go.
Full surrender.
Full surrender. Exactly.
You've mentioned that word a lot.
It's one of my favorites, I think, to bring up,
Hmm.
because there's so much freedom in it. And in order for God to move in your life the way He wants to move, you have to fully surrender.
You can't give someone something with a closed fist.
That's
You
100%
have
correct.
to open up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm not sure you're teaching yourself at this point as you're talking about it, but that is 100% true. Or you can't just partially let something go and be like, oh God, I'm going to give you a little bit of it, but I'm going to hold this still. The thing that comes to mind is when somebody gets released from jail, right? Are they partially released? Are they fully released? Is it partial freedom or is it full freedom? What do you want?
Mm.
Because it's your choice. You can either halfway let things go or you can fully let it go.
And if you don't fully let go, you're going to be drawn back into it.
No, absolutely. And you'll end up in bondage once again. That's just how it is. It's 100% let go, 100% hold on. There is no real in between line.
There's no 50-50. It's
No.
100%.
No 50-50 on that.
Let go and trust God.
That's it. It's such a simple saying, but it's the hardest thing to do.
Mhm.
I can tell you from personal experience. But when you realize that God will never let you down, it doesn't matter what things look like. A lot of times we look at our surroundings and what we can see. But the thing is, we only see 25% of the entire picture. There's still a whole 75% that we don't see. And when we let go and just let God, that's allowing Him to move in the way He wants to in our life. It allows Him to bring that healing in that we desperately need,
And the growth.
and the growth, which comes from the healing.
You can't have that if you don't let go.
Exactly. That's it.
Probably this is going to be the closing question.
Sure.
What's the heart behind everything that you've done with the song?
We just want to help people realize and like look within themselves and what am I holding on to that I can give to God What am I holding on to that's holding me back? And what am I holding on to that I can just let go? I don't have to hold on to it. It doesn't have to define me. So that's the idea behind letting go. I hope this helps somebody. If you haven't heard the song yet, it's on all streaming platforms. Go check it out, and I hope it speaks to you. We love you guys. Be blessed.
Peace.